Hello everyone, this is part 1 of how to create a custom resource pack. It's actually pretty simple, but I know when I first started making these, I had a hard time. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. As this is the first episode of this series, we're going to do some of the boring stuff first, like setting up folders. But later, we will be getting into more of the fun stuff, like custom item textures and block textures. Let's get straight into it. First thing we want to do is create a folder. This folder is going to be named what we want to name our resource pack, so I'm just going to name it tutorial resource pack, not mod. I'm just going to call it pack. It can be capitalized if you want. It doesn't affect anything. But yeah, click in here, and then we're going to have 3 files in here. We're going to have the pack image, just like when you go into resource packs, the image that's on them is what we're adding right now. I'm just going to use this. This is for later. And we're going to rename this to pack. Just pack. And next we're going to add the MC meta file, which I have saved. I'm going to leave these 2 files in the description down below, so feel free to download them. But we're going to paste this in. We're going to rename this to pack as well. We're going to go into here. Now I use IntelliJ for my file stuff, but you can go into like your notepad, normal notepad, and it should work perfectly fine. Now that we're in the pack MC meta file, this is basically what tells Minecraft that this is a resource pack, and also has the description of the resource pack. Pack format changes pretty much every update, so right now it's 34, but it could be like 50 in the future. If it's lower than what the current one is, then it'll show up red, and it'll give you like a warning saying that it's not updated. And it'll work perfectly fine most of the time, but I would suggest making sure this is the most updated pack format. And in the description, you can just do anything. So I'm just gonna do tutorial mod, if I can spell tutorial, not mod. I'm so used to modding. Tutorial resource pack by its Biomix. I'm just gonna do that. Something simple enough. Okay, and then it should save automatically. If you have the Notepad app, you might have to save it. Here it automatically does it for me. Okay, so that's in now, and now we can add the last thing, which is the assets folder, which is how we do ourselves. We're gonna create a new folder and name it assets. You're gonna go into this folder, and you're gonna call it Minecraft. And this one you're gonna add your textures and your lang folder. I'm gonna do lang first, get that out of the way. And then get my textures folder. I'm going to do textures first, so I'm going to go in here, create a file or folder called block, and a folder called, if I can get there quick, item. So one folder called block, one folder called item. I'll add the files right now. So go into item, get your current or get the item texture you want to change, just put it right in there. It has to be an item, so if it's like an iron block, it would change in your hand, but it wouldn't change when you place it down. So I should just changing it there. Actually, I don't know if it would change the item in your hand, because when you go into, if you put it into blocks, it also does that. I don't know. But now you want to go into the block folder and place in your block. And now you go back to the Minecraft folder, go to your lang folder, and we go back into the resource pack basic files. It's just the files I'm providing for you. And we're going to take the ENUS, copy it, and then paste it right in the lang folder. This is basically just the English US language. So we're going to click in it, and it's going to have like pretty much every single word, like item. It's gonna have like every single block and like their name. So this is like the main thing. I mean, you can actually hit Control F to pull up a search bar. We're gonna pull up iron block and rename the iron block to block of ruby. And what would I call it? Red iron. I'm gonna call it red iron. And now we're gonna go to back into the search bar and I'm going to put in iron ingot. And then, oh, I lost it. There it is. And I'm gonna switch out it for red iron ingot. I can name this something like tutorial iron ingot, and it'll be perfectly fine. Doesn't have to have iron ingot in it as well. But make sure that you don't change this part or any of these, because this is the ID. It doesn't. If you change this, it won't pick up what item you're trying to replace, so it won't work if you change that. But if you change this, it'll work perfectly fine. So we're gonna call it red iron ingot, and then since I'm not in IntelliJ, it doesn't automatically save, so I'm gonna have to go to File and then Save. And that should have saved. Okay, so I did. All right, and that's pretty much it. Now, if we select all these, we go to compress, zip file. I'm just gonna name this tutorial underscore pack v underscore v1 for version 1. And now we can bring this into the game. Right there, into the resource packs folder. So let's swap over to the game and go to options, resource pack, and I'm gonna switch this out. Tutorial pack v1. Oh, it's a exclamation mark, but that's alright. Okay, so now we're in the game, and we can see by searching up iron, you can see it turned into a block of red iron and red iron ingot, not block. Now we got the retextured items and blocks into the game. It's pretty simple, I'd say. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the description down below. I'm here to help you guys learn. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next episode, which I think we're going to be doing some custom items. Sorry, scratch that. Custom sounds. It's a little bit more advanced, but it's still pretty fun. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next video. Got it. I'm tired. Alright, goodbye.